How big are your barns, your storehouses, and your storage in your house? Let's talk about that.
Good question.
Oh, lead in. Morgan Washburn. Check what I have on my shirt. Pineapples.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, so how big are your storehouses or your storage? If you ask the school, not much storage. But anyway,
it's full of stuff.
It's full of stuff, but
our garage is full, but
not as full as it used to be.
No, we've done something.
And our basement has been cleaned too.
This is true.
So the treasures of this world, the treasures. What do you treasure above other things?
You, honey.
Thanks, sweetie.
Yeah.
Thanks. Go ahead and say it. What's the answer, kid?
Jesus.
Yeah. So we've been reading, Katie and I, through the Bible, and we're in Chronicles, and it came upon Solomon again. And Solomon, man, he had bukus of treasure. I mean, everything you can ever possibly want, and more. I mean, literally, he was richer than all the billionaires in the world right now. I mean, he was so rich, it was like beyond gaudy. And people came from everywhere and gave him money and riches and treasure to use his wisdom, which was good. In the beginning, he kind of gave God the praise. He gave God the glory. He gave God the wisdom. But he kind of got trapped in this whole treasure thing. He had so much. He had so many women. He had so much things that then he wrote Ecclesiastes. And he says, vain, vain, everything is in vain, or useless, meaningless, everything. And then at the end of Ecclesiastes, he says, the whole duty of man and woman is to fear God and use and keep his commandments. So all these things that he had, all these treasures that he had, the conclusion was that God was first. If he just put God first, then maybe none of that stuff would be meaningless. And so you go all the way to the New Testament, and here's Jesus in his Sermon on the Mount, Matthew chapter 5, 6, and 7, which is phenomenal how Christians should live. Phenomenal sermon. Any preacher would love to.
Don't you wish that was?
But anyway, it says this: "Do not store up yourselves treasures on earth, where moths and vermin destroy, and where thieves break in and steal." Now, why would he say that? He had rich people, he had poor people in the crowd, he had Pharisees, he had Sadducees, he had all kinds of people with all kinds of treasure. Is he saying, go poor? No. Is he saying, go filthy rich? No. Is he going to say, go middle class? No. What he's saying is that, where do you put your hope in? Do you put your hope in your storage rooms and your houses and your retirement, and put your trust and treasure in your family or your kids or your talent or your body? Where do you put your treasure? If you start storing up, then you can't take it with you. I know this old saying that there's no U-Haul behind your hearse. You can't take it with you. And yet we store and we trust all of our treasure. When somebody comes and steals from us, then we get upset. But that could be an opportunity to help that person and turn them around and forgive them and have mercy on them and give them things. Just give the thieves things. Because where's your treasure? Where is your treasure? That's the question here. And so I encourage you to find out where your treasure is. Is it in heaven? Is it in spiritual things? Is it things that will last forever? Or is it on the earth where moths and vermin and thieves will steal and you can't take it with you? Which one lasts longer? The spiritual or the physical? That's what you have to ask yourself. I love you. Jesus loves you too. My encouragement is stick with the spiritual. Last longer. Love you. Bye.